Welcome back, everybody, to the Dice Towers live coverage at the GAMA 2017 show here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Sitting with me right now is Mike Selinker from Lone Shark Games.
This is truth.
This is, I never lie, Mike.
No,
Come on.
I have complete confidence in you, Suzanne.
And so I know we have this big, beautiful display here, but we're not going to talk to...
Just put this out of your mind.
What do you got hidden over there? Because
Okay.
that's pretty stunning, too.
We came with three big games to the Lone Shark booth here at the GAMA Trade Show. Two of them have been in development for a long time. One is fairly new to us. Your viewers probably have heard about it a little. The first is The Ninth World. It is a collaboration with Monte Cook Games. And what it is, it's a game set 1 billion years in the future. That's Ilion with a B. And so there's all sorts of stuff littered around from the previous civilizations of man all over the place, and you get to find them and put them on your head and hope they're not squids that eat your head, right? So I'll show you a few cards from that just at the moment. We have, so if you can see, we have like character cards, like one of them's a robot.
Wow, the art is gorgeous on this.
Yeah, this is really going to be one of the prettier games we've ever done. And there's all sorts of places you can go, like there's an amber monolith.
So you're saying that this is a collaboration with Monte Cook, so is the Monte Cook team helping you with the story crafting and all that stuff? Because their RPGs and stuff are...
Yeah. No, it has been mind-blowing. So Shauna Germain is the sort of novelist there.
Shauna's amazing.
Yeah, she's written all the flavor text for the game.
Oh,
and so I get it in my inbox every day, and it's just like, holy cow, why are you this good? And Monty has been sort of my creative director for the whole thing. We've known each other for, it's got to be 20 years now, and we've never really made a game together. And so it was just like...
It's about darn time.
Yeah, so Bart Doon time. Paul Peterson and Bo Radakovich have been instrumental in making this game work. It's a really great collaboration. Awesome. I think it's going to be good. So that is? That is The Ninth World, a skill-building game for Numenera. Okay. And it will be out later this year.
Later this year?
It's real close to done. It's probably about 2 months away from us being done with it, and then... the printing gods will decide whether they shine their light on us. And yes, and so.
And then is that going to go direct to market, or is that going to be like a Kickstarter, or do you?
We did a Kickstarter for it. It went very well.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I remember. That's fine. We did a Kickstarter for it. It went very well. All the Monte Cook Games people came out and helped us with that. And yeah, it'll be out real soon, and it's really pretty and really fun. And
awesome.
it's both cooperative and competitive. You can do either one as much as you like. So that's that game.
Speaking of really pretty.
Yeah, well, it's hard to say which of these is the prettiest game. It's like choosing between your children. So this one's not as far along. It is called Thornwatch. It is part of the new Ironwood Adventures line. We're going to do 3 giant games in that category, that brand. We're doing it in collaboration with our friends and neighbors at Penny Arcade.
Okay.
Yes, so Mike Krahulik and Jerry Holkins came to us with this beautiful world of this fantasy forest where is infected by this horrible thing called the Ebb. And so there's 3 factions that stop people from getting killed all the time. There's these Boy Scouts called the Lookouts, Boy and Girl Scouts, that are getting badges for hunting manticores and stuff like that. There's the Daughters, who are these druidesses who try to shape the forest in the way that they can to make people safe. And then finally there's the Thornwatch, where they are ghostly spirits that are summoned like the A-Team to come out and save people. And so we're starting to develop that. The game is pretty far along. The artwork is
these are just rich and beautiful.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Tokens, nice thick cardboard, chipboard, and great characters. The whole intent of this game, as you'll notice, there are borders to these things. They are not going away. The idea is that they will make a comic book.
Oh, so the lines are intentional to look like panels.
Like panels.
How clever.
And you'll go from there, you'll move around and different things will happen. There's all sorts of storyboards that Mike and Jerry are crafting with us, and we got a great team on that. Rodney Thompson, who did Lords of Waterdeep, Chad Brown, who's my lead developer on the Pathfinder Adventure card game, and Mike and Jerry and me. It's going to be great.
It looks and sounds amazing. I love that. I was in the Girl Scouts, and I don't remember getting my Manticore badge, but
were you too busy focused on basilisks?
Yeah, that might have been it.
Yeah,
that may have been it.
That's a common dichotomy. Right, I mean, you either go for flying creatures or
the ground.
Yeah, no,
okay.
And I'm sure you and your fellow scouts, all of them survived. I'm sure that happened.
Moving right along.
So that's Thornwatch. It will. We haven't set a date on it yet, although it seems real likely that there's this convention called PAX Unplugged. That's going to happen in Philadelphia in November, and there's going to be a lot of PAX tabletop fans there. We'd really like to have it there.
Those matching up would make a lot of sense.
We'd really like that to work. A lot has to go right for that to work because we have an insane amount of art to make. Right?
Yeah.
But it seems really good. So that's our plan for that, and I hope people like it.
Okay, so that's Thornwatch.
We should talk about this giant thing.
Giant thing here.
Okay, so a lot of people have heard about this. We've been working on this for 6 years.
Yeah.
This is my follow-up to both Betrayal at House on the Hill and the Pathfinder adventure card game.
I've never heard of those games, huh?
Oh,
okay.
they're little indie games. You'll find them. They're like 2-page PDFs.
Awesome. I'll have to look them up after this.
Yeah.
Great, thanks.
So those games did okay for me. So I decided to take some of both of those and then grab DNA from a lot of other places. Apocrypha is a multi-part game. It's set today, always today. Whatever day it is, it's that day.
Today's Pi Day, so that's great.
Pi Day, exactly. And so what we're going to do is every day we're going to change the game. Every day we're going to announce something different about the game for at least a year.
You mean
literally live?
Like literally announcing. It's not like, I'm flipping a card. No, you.
Every day.
Oh my gosh.
Something will be different about the game.
So that's like hugely interactive on really an unprecedented level.
So the idea is like if you're playing this game on Christmas and you're playing the mission Christmas in Candlepoint, well, it's going to be different that day. Or if you're playing against the Skinwalkers, which are our lycanthropes, if there's a full moon, that will matter. Right?
Oh my gosh.
And so we're going to have a lot of ways that we interact with fans that way. I should really sort of go down on a more elemental level of what is the game.
We've got so much stuff here, and we haven't even tapped into the box.
Yeah. This is the most art I have ever commissioned for any game, and that includes any trading card game, Pathfinder adventure card game, and stuff like that. There's over 600 pieces of art in this game. They're all beautiful. The general concept is you are a saint, which is somebody who can see that there are monsters in the world. Nobody else can, which drives you crazy because if you could just say, look, over there is a werewolf, and everybody goes, ha, 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 werewolves. And it's like, oh no, we got to take these things seriously. So you can see them. The only downside is they can see you. And so they would like to foil your plans. The apocalypse is coming. Not just one apocalypse, literally all the apocalypses. We took everything we could find. We have Mayan mythology and Judeo-Christian and fiction and everything we could think of that was going to end the world. We decided to end the world that way all the time. Now,
you're going to go big, you know.
No guarantee that the world's going to end. But so the general concept is that you have a saint. You have, as you can see, the characters here.
Right. So we have basically 4 rows, just for examples, right? We have like rows of cards, and you have 4 different characters.
That's right. So each character has their own divider. This is one of the few games where I literally have to write a blog post about the dividers because each of them has information about the characters on the back and the cards that they start with. In addition, some of the dividers have the broken up parts of a story called Katie Impact's Last Jam, which is about a rollerblader who gets killed and whatever. There's so much story in this game. There is, I swear to God, over 100 pages of story in this game. And I didn't write it all. I read a lot of it, but I didn't write it all. We got Pat Rothfuss and Kidge Johnson and Matt Forbeck and Bruce Cordell and Aaron Evans and all these people who are really, really good at writing fiction. And then I just sort of tried to keep up with all of them. And I'm going to turn my phone off now.
Like, Mike, we see you on YouTube. We can see you.
You guys can just chill. I'm talking here. The adults are talking. where was I? Oh, people writing things.
Right.
People writing things. The concept is that it takes place all over the North American continent, and so there's a chapter set in Mexico. There's a chapter set in the northern parts of Canada. There's one in Chicago. So our skinwalkers are all street gangs in Chicago, and the golems are all like robots and drones and secret codes in the Seattle, San Francisco corridor and things like that. You move around from story to story. You can literally play this game in any order. Mm-hmm. There are 99 scenarios in the game, 99 missions in the game, including our promo missions. You can jump from chapter to chapter. There's kind of a little smash-up thing going on where you take all the black cards and then one chapter's colored cards, you mix them together, play a game, and then when you want to move to somewhere else, you just take out the colored cards, drop in a different colored set of cards, and you get a totally different experience.
Wow.
So there's lots of card types. It'll take a while to go through them. I'm not going to do that. But you can see there's like omens and nexuses that have different art on both sides. There's structures that there's no canonical way to start, stop, or play the game. You have to build that. For like this one mission will require you to gather a bunch of children together who are in danger, right, and so forth. There's threats, there's gifts, there's all sorts of things, and then most importantly over here, this is kind of where I want to end this with, although you can feel free to ask more. You're a giant superhero. You're incredibly powerful.
Thank you.
You personally. The problem is you've forgotten everything about what makes you a superhero, and so every time you play this game, you get a memory. And the memories are again written by really great authors. So there's like a Pat Rothfuss one in there and just various other folks. And they give you superpowers. So your brain expands as you play this game, and you start building your character out in a very weird way. And so by the end, you're going to be a totally different character than you started.
This is immense and epic and so just rich. I can't wait. What are we looking at for a release date to the public?
So we are announcing this today right here. We are, we're a young company. We don't have the ability to control our printing presses or anything like that, but we finally are very confident that this is going to come out in Q3 of 2017. We have every intention of having it at Gen Con and PAX West. Fill it to our Kickstarter backers first, of course, because that's always the right thing to do. That's box 1, which is the world. There are 2 other boxes. Box 2 is the flesh. That will come out later this the end of this year. The flesh. And then the devil comes out early next year.
All right. Well, there you go. If you are interested in Apocrypha, now you know when you can start getting your hands on it. Mike, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure. This sounds incredible. And thank you, everybody, for watching our segment with Mike from Lone Shark Games. Have a great day, and we will see you soon.